The following presentation is part of the Beyond the Blast Doors network.
You've tuned into the Hollow Chronicles.
Continue with the operation. Unit 5 and ready.
You just do full intro for us?
Pretty much.
That was cool.
Yeah.
We had full intro, except you
Was it?
killed it right at the end.
Well, I thought you wanted me to stop it. I thought that's what.
No,
or were
I
you
was-
dancing?
I was dancing.
Oh God.
It's obvious that I'm dancing.
Well, now it is. Now it is, and I feel like a butthead.
How's it going, man?
It's going good. Feels like just the other day we talked. It's been a week of the hashtag Palpatine.
Palpatine.
I was really hoping it'd take off.
We
Still
don't-
might.
We don't care. We'll wait a little longer if we need to. Anything for you, Chancellor. Yeah, Palpatine.
Let me take those robes off.
Yeah,
Had a long day.
You are feeling the long day after cutting off of the window hand? Is that what you are?
It's a falling.
Oh, you
it's a
got-
long shaft to fall
You
down.
got electrocuted and just totally marred. Are you okay? Yeah. All right. Welcome into the Hollow Chronicles.
Episode 43.
43.
43.
Maybe you've never listened to us before, and that was an awkward intro. But if you haven't, make sure to follow us at Hollow Chronicles on Twitter
And on Instagram.
and Instagram. We're heavy on Instagram too. And you can also find us at Beyond the Blast Doors or BTBD Net at BTBD Net on Twitter, and then www.beyondtheblastdoors.com.
For all your Star Wars
There's
needs.
a lot of cool news on there. We got articles being pumped out near daily. I know you're a contributor to the website.
I have, yes.
You put up a fine explanation for our collections, which we will cover today, of course. So,
And every weekend. We've been doing them
yes.
every Saturday.
Yes.
But for those that have been with us for a while now, we will be changing that to Mondays so that the Show Me Your Collection, the podcast, and the article on the webpage
Right.
all drop on the same day, just for a little bit of continuity.
Right. And we didn't want to culture shock you right out the gate as we joined the network, because Saturday was our day. And actually, Saturday, I think a lot of you expect to see the Show Me Your Collection, but it's just moving a couple days forward or backwards, depending on, or a few days backwards, depending on your view on the week.
Yeah. And how that usually works is that I'll get it prepped and the article written. And then when we do it on the podcast is usually when Josh sees it for the first time. So he can kind of have that live reaction to,
Yep.
oh, wow, and he hasn't seen it, and we can talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, when I see it pop up on Twitter, when you post, I just ignore all comments for 2 days. So really, this is for me, so that I don't feel so behind.
Well, actually, it's so that now our listeners and our viewers can share the experience with you, Josh.
Thank you.
You're experiencing it they're experiencing it through your eyes for the first time.
I'm sorry about that.
So anyway, that will all be happening on Mondays from here on out. We're still doing it. We're just doing it all at once. Monday is our day for our primary content.
So when you hear this announcement, you will have already read it on Twitter, because this will be 2 days after Saturday gives you a blank on Show Me Your Collection.
Sure. Yes.
So
we will
we're
announce
fine.
Saturday. We're good. Josh, last week, along with the hashtag Palpatine, you threw out just a little something like, what would Palpatine's band be named?
Right.
And you said what? Rage Against the Palpatines?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It was
off
weak.
the cuff.
It was weak.
It was off the cuff.
It was weak.
And I threw it out to Twitter and got a lot of great responses. What would if Palpatine started a band, what would his band name be? And so I've got actually the top 10 plus 1.
10 plus 1?
10 plus 1.
Okay.
Um,
Let's go. Do we start at number 10 is
No, they're in no particular order.
So no voting has happened here.
No, we've not actually voted on one, but these were we probably got 12 responses.
So here's but
no, we got probably actually
we
around
did.
Like
We had some
26, 27
we had some
responses.
fun people respond too. I think it was pretty engaging. Here let me just say this before you start.
Okay.
This could be part of, the 2021 Hollow Awards. And before that happens, if we did a vote on this, on the band, and then by the band name alone, you have to pick maybe one of their best or most famous songs. Is that going to be performed live at the Hollow 2021 Awards?
Man.
Can you imagine? So, I mean, I just want to lay the groundwork so that everyone listening is kind of thinking about this. And there's going to be some musical people out there.
Yeah.
People far more talented than you or I. Or,
well, wait a sec, Josh.
oh, okay.
We are, as much as we are amateur podcasters,
Right.
we are also amateur musicians.
We truly are. We have performed live
in front of people.
for the masses.
Define mass.
What's the capacity in this bar? 20? Perfect.
So, without further ado, Josh.
Okay.
I
just wanted you to think about that.
Yeah.
We could have a live Hollow Awards, what do we call the Hollows?
Hollows, yeah.
I feel like because it's the Academy Awards with an Oscar, I'm trying to go with it's the Jedi Academy Awards
with the Holos. Yes. You just answered your own question.
The live band.
So we're not the live band. It's not they vote. It's they vote and then we perform.
No. I guarantee we'll end up doing all of this because no one will participate. But my dream is that we'll have somebody that steps up and performs a hit song by one of these famous Palpatine bands.
Sure. You mean a band such as Deep Purpletine,
right?
By Charles from Conversations.
Nice. That's a good one.
Nick Milkey threw out their Ultimate Power Man 5000. It's a good one, right?
Ultimate Power.
Run DS2.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Let's see. Okay. I got to preface the next few here because David from As Father and Son.
Okay.
He got on a Ford.
He did a
tweet.
roll.
He got on a Ford.
Apologized and then added another one.
Yeah, he's like, ooh, this will be fun, and then listed like 5.
Right.
And then listed 4 more and said, I'm gonna be up all night. And then listed another one and said, I'm sorry, somebody needs to stop me.
Doesn't he have a pod to prepare for?
Maybe not. Maybe not this week. I don't know. It's been a crazy week.
He should have asked his boys. We could have heard that one.
Yeah.
They would have had bands we didn't know about.
Tim. Yeah. Maybe this was Tim. Nah, it had to be David. Some of these are pretty old.
Yeah.
It had to be dad age,
Yeah.
Okay, so here were a few that he listed because he had more than a few that were good. So I just grabbed a couple of them here. Counting Clones.
I like that one.
Okay. Aerosith.
Like that one too. See, he was on a roll.
Yeah, he was. Sith Temple Pilots.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, and actually, I made a variant of that, didn't I?
You did.
I didn't know it was out there. Okay.
You did. You want to say yours? Because yours was the +1.
Well, go ahead. You say it because I already forgot it.
Okay. Your variant off of
Green Arm Chewie.
Sith Temple. The Green Arm Chewie of Sith Temple Pilots would be ATSTP.
There it is.
I really like that. Too,
ATSTP.
Yeah, that's very good.
All right.
In fact, I might like it better than Sith Temple Pilots. But he had one. He had one that was one of my favorites.
Okay.
Like it's maybe number 1 or number 2.
Okay.
Twisted Sithster. Love that one.
That's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one. I'll take it.
I could definitely listen to that.
I have no problem.
I'd go to a concert.
Yep.
For Twisted Sithster. Let's see. Our good buddy Matt from Enid, Guns and Cloneses.
There you go.
Okay.
Just use improper plurals. It's fine.
Yeah. Your brother Sam.
Oh, hey, Spoono.
Threw in a good old fashioned Some 66.
Some 66. Hell yeah.
And my contribution was Clone Thugs and Harmony. so
You know what? No matter what, if Palpatine's the front man for your band, it's gonna be a rough night. How'd you guys do last night? Oh, we killed. Oh,
good.
Good.
Watto approves.
I get it.
He's
Oh,
not
yeah,
missing.
you got a new little guy, huh?
Yeah.
Watto,
he needed
who,
to
by
be
the
here.
way, is in.
Yay!
Hey, what? Why you put me right in? Why you put me right in between TK 1162's?
What's that?
What's going on? If you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry, and if you're not, you're welcome.
Yeah. Who we got back there this week?
He's TK, and correct me if I'm wrong. 1162.
Correct. He is TK 1162.
We were TK. He was TK 1151 last week, and we jumped a whole 11.
No, we dropped 5.
I know.
within-
Net. So net 16 is where we're at.
Yeah. As soon as we came up with a bright idea of naming TK after our number of Twitter followers,
Yeah.
we immediately lost 5 followers the next day, and we're like,
I don't get that.
oh crap.
Yeah.
But we
Move along.
rebounded. We rebounded. So
We did. And I will say, if you're watching on YouTube, Funko Watto's current position is just.
he's protecting the boys.
That's right. Let's hope that stormtroopers keep on missing. There it is. All right.
All right. Next little bit of business here, Josh.
Okay, little business. Let me check off that off my list.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hit a drop here.
Here it comes.
Show me your collection.
Hey, we're getting more pro. We forgot that last time, so good job. You're getting better.
Oh, okay. It's a me thing.
You were promoted to sound engineer.
I was
recently. And, yeah.
So I've got some big shoes to fill. This week, show me your collection using the hashtag show me your collection. It comes from us, from a long time follower on Twitter of ours.
Yes.
At Gilster37. If you have participated in any of the network live chats, you've probably seen him in the comments. He's a faithful Beyond the Blast Doors follower of all of the pod content. And he reached out to me and said, hey, I have a Star Wars collection, but it's a little different. It's kind of focused on one character.
Right.
And I'm like, cool, because that's,
we've said that numerous times.
Yeah, that's another way to collect, right? You collect a character, or you collect a specific kind of merch,
right?
Or whatever,
or brand, or whatever.
Yeah. Only vintage, only Black Series 3 3/4, only Black Series 6-inch. Well, I mean, TVC, whatever the case is, we want to see collections. So when he reached out to us and said, hey, I got this thing, I was like, yes, let's see it.
Right.
So Gilster, whose actual name is Robert, he's been working on this collection since 2004. That's when he said he started doing this specific kind of Star Wars collection, because it's his favorite character, obviously his favorite character. And you'll see some smatterings of a few other characters in there.
Oh, there's other Star Wars characters in his Star Wars collection.
There are, but still, even with that, he kept pretty solid to the theme. Now his theme, his character is Boba Fett.
Right.
Which near and dear to my heart.
Sure.
Near and dear to your heart too, Josh.
Sure.
I know he means a great deal to the Holochronicles.
He does.
And
I think it's his ability to
do
not
very
have
little,
much of a role.
Yeah, very little,
and
still
in the Star Wars
still steal the
universe.
scene.
Yeah, but still be
Yeah.
badass. Like,
Right.
people are talking about him all the time.
Exactly.
That's us.
Some say he's overrated.
Some say he's underrated.
Some say he's underutilized.
Some say he's still alive.
And some say he's still alive. Thank you for throwing that in there, Josh. So let's see if we can pull
You
up.
want him? Here he comes. Here he comes.
This
Boom.
is, so for those watching, and really we encourage you to view this on YouTube at Beyond the Blast Doors, on the page for Beyond the Blast Doors.
And also on beyondtheblastdoors.com, because as soon as this comes out, Andy's got a beautiful article that covers all of this, along with much higher quality pictures than the ones you'll see with us.
Right.
But we're going to talk about them together. And what is this, Andy?
This is patient zero for Robert.
Patient
this is
zero.
This is the first thing, or one of the first things that he got that kind of got him on the Boba Fett thing. It's a bobblehead of Boba Fett, and yeah, this is kind of what got the ball rolling for him.
What's he wearing?
It's like a stocking cap or something.
Is he? He's like, yeah.
He called it Papa Fett.
It's like Bolo Fett.
Bolo's a tie.
Is that a bolo? No. What do they call the hats? A bolo hat? Is there a bolo?
A bowler?
Bowler Fett. Thank you.
Bowler Fett,
That's
yeah.
where I was going. But Bolo Fett, he would have been awesome in the early 90s. All right. Right? Am I right?
You're right.
Okay.
Oh, by the way,
So Bowler Fett here though is
the coaster I'm using.
Yeah. I think we're all I think we all have some Boba coasts.
Some Costa Fett. All
All right.
Okay, next picture. He is a member of the Boba Fett Fan Club, as you can see there. That's a T-shirt, I believe, that's been folded up made to look like a
BFFC.
Yeah, BFFC, Boba Fett Fan Club.
Cool.
And like I said, you're going to get a real heavy dose of Boba Fett. And anything that's not Boba Fett is going to be Mandalorian or bounty hunter related.
Okay, except for this next
This scene
image.
this image right here. He's got some puzzles.
I like those. Are those DVDs like special? I mean, those are cool. I don't own those. The one through 6 there. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So and obviously they all form a mural when you put them together. So really cool DVDs. We got some puzzles, like you said. But vintage all lined up.
Yeah, I have one of those puzzles.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah.
The one in the middle.
All right. But the real question is, does he have a force that he's back there?
Force Unleashed.
Yeah. We might have to, Gilster and I might have to do some trading because I'll take those DVD cassettes, right? All right.
Classic.
Empire, the first time we see Boba.
Yep. Empire Strikes Back movie poster. I mean, side note, and I know this is about him, not me, but that's probably my favorite Star Wars movie poster. It's so classic. It's got that Rhett and Scarlet Gone with the Wind pose with Han and Leia, where there's actual romance in Star Wars.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And Luke on a tauntaun, and just all the best parts of Empire Strikes Back. So,
and it makes in no unclear terms that it's Han and Leia, despite what we don't know yet at the time about Leia and Luke. Which, by the way, Luke as the main character from Star Wars, obviously, and Leia as the potential love interest. This could have been a shocker to a lot of people. I mean, Han could be like, is Han stealing Leia from Luke, and is he riding a furry dog to get her back?
Two-legged goat.
Two-legged goat to get her back. What's going on?
Real quick, Josh, can you do a tauntaun impression?
Yeah, I'll try. May not be my best impression.
It's pretty good.
All right.
Thank you.
Next
question, or next picture.
Next question.
We see some of his books and magazines, possibly some comics there.
We got the visual encyclopedia. We know Mr. Two Med would appreciate that.
Yep.
As read it cover to cover. Oh, like a slave off here.
A couple of vintage slaves.
A slave off.
Plus the slave one from the X-Wing. That's a board game, right?
Own. And this is something I have never delved into on the pod, and I won't right now. I think I'm going to save it.
Okay.
But I saw it in another collection, which maybe it's this one, but I saw it in another collection. I know we got some loaded up right now. So I'm not going to talk about it now, except for the fact that I got a major sweet tooth for these things. So moving on.
Okay.
Hey, a little
love,
shameless plug there.
Yeah, appreciate it. Couple of mugs here.
I do like the mugs, and this one has battle damage on the left.
Yeah, they look like they're the same mold, but
different colors.
Yeah, done in different eras.
Right.
I actually have one of those. The one on the left.
You're flexing a lot on Gilsters.
Well, we have a shared interest, so I'm supportive. Again,
we got a double vintage going on here with a couple Bobas. 3. Well, those aren't vintage. Don't. There's Sabine. That's a Power of the Force. Is that Baby Boba right there? right behind Bus Boba? It's hard to see when you're looking, but I think there's a baby Boba. Was there a baby Boba
figure? Yeah.
figure? Oh, I'll be damned. I see a baby Boba right now.
A little Danny Logan,
Little DL.
44.
Yeah, that might be the same. I'm going through the same pictures. I apologize.
You're going the wrong way.
Yeah. There we
Okay.
go. Oh, back.
All right, you see a little Lego digital Boba clock. Yeah, little mask. He's
Little
got-
Sabine, and he likes the Mandalorian.
yeah, anything Mando related, which I appreciate.
You have the prototype,
Some Black Series,
Black Series. Very good. Very good. Very, very good.
some Funkos now. Mandalorian Funkos.
He's got the wizard from freaking the Holy Grail just in the middle. It's my favorite part of the
No, that's
Holy Grail.
King Arthur.
No, look at him in the middle, the goat-horned wizard. He's the one that just
Top row.
top row.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
just starts firing off. What's his name? Tim. It's Tim.
Is it?
It's Tim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was looking down below bottom.
Oh yeah, you see
bottom
the little-
left. I
Yeah,
see
bottom
the
left is,
king.
but there's also an Oompa Loompa on the right.
King
But-
Arthur,
King Arthur, along with
King of the
Tim.
Britons,
Tim.
King of the ooh,
I think
The
it's Tim.
Britons.
I'm gonna get my.
and I'm your king.
I'm gonna get my ass handed to me if that's not Tim. Is it Tim? It better be Tim. All right.
And a Oompa Loompa.
Yeah. Well, an Oompa Loompa is I can yeah.
But a lot of Funkos, this little Funko section of the collection here. Mandalorian and Boba Fett related with a couple of other throw-ins from popular culture.
for sure. Jango Fett and gold, beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, this
Lots
is
of-
lots
Lots of bobes going on
there's
there.
a lot going on right here, and we could spend a little time on it. But this is where we would direct you to go to the website and
Yes.
take your time and look at all of the Boba stuff. Although we do get a couple of closer up pictures to come here.
I love looking at
Mugs.
collections. Man,
I know.
It's so much fun.
It's very
Mugs and a good mug holder.
Yep.
Oh, we're back to that picture. I think I double tapped that. Boba coming through the wall clock.
Yep.
Followed by
Love that.
Boba coming through the wall thing.
Like
Head.
nightlight with some Hot Wheels, Boba Fett Hot Wheels.
Boba giving like the full final shot to a Funko Boba down below. That's good.
Very cool.
Oops. Yeah. I mean, this is a kind of a cool like specialized collection. I dig it. Oh, there's a Boba Lego, the Slave One Lego,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's it.
That's cool, man. I know you said you like that poster too. That
I do.
that
I like
colorful Boba.
the colorful Boba. is
Those are
great.
cool.
So if you like Boba Fett, if you appreciate it, if you're looking for maybe just something to give you a guide to what to add to your collection, we would push you all the way over to Gilster's collection because he's Boba'd out. At least Mandalorian out if you wanted to really lock it down.
Move along.
Thank you.
Move along.
TK1162, you
throwing sass,
impatient bastard.
throwing some shade. All right, thank you, Robert, for sharing. And if you have a collection that you'd like to share with us, reach out to us at Holochronicles at Gmail or at Holochronicles on Twitter and DM us, please. And we would love to feature your collection of any size.
Brag it up,
Star
show
Wars.
it off, talk about it, give you props. I mean, that's what we do.
That's what we do. We love it, and people tend to like sharing with us. So
It's basically like just, showing off your favorite thing in your house and we put it out to the public.
yeah, a lot of people use social media to brag about their kids.
Yeah.
This is kind of like that,
Brag about your kids,
but cooler.
your plastic kids.
Yes, people talk about their fur babies. Like these are our
Fur babies.
plastic,
What are you talking about?
like their dogs. Or
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. All right. Move along.
All right, anyway.
TK1162. Where were you?
All right, Josh, what is a big dilemma when it comes to collecting?
All right. You didn't even prep me for this.
I didn't.
Money.
Close.
Kylo Ren.
I'm gonna get you in
Oh,
my
that
lightsaber.
dilemma. Or leave it in the box.
Stormtroopers, attack!
Or leave them in the box and never touch them.
Oh, yes. A dilemma we have created t-shirts for, which is to take it out of the box and play,
Or
leave it in the box and
never dig it out.
never dig it out and like, I don't know, add up the value.
Yeah. So I've got a couple of items that I've gotten in the last week. Now,
Yes.
admittedly, I'm not much of a Black Series collector anymore, and yet I got 2 Black Series things this week.
Weird.
Yeah. The first of which,
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, there he is. Hold on.
Gaming Great.
Gaming great.
Yeah, that's the little one of the gaming greats. And
Other way.
I think he's from Power of the Force, right? Or Force Unleashed.
Yes. On the bottom it
I'm
says
looking.
that.
I'm trying to get at the
Now lower it, lower,
Yes.
lower. There he is.
So anyway, very cool. Josh, should I take it out and play or leave it in the box?
Absolutely. Because I know how you collect Black Series, and I'm actually kind of cheating because I would say take that thing out unless you want to give it to me. Then I'll leave it in the box.
I'm actually going to leave it in the box.
Damn.
I'm leaving this in the box. I do collect the troopers for Black Series. I just like them. That's my.
I know, but don't you have the majority of them out of the box?
About half. I do.
Oh,
I have
okay.
half
So you
in,
do
half
have.
out.
So you are still.
So I've like got a back row in boxes and then a bunch out of
okay.
in front.
So why are you leaving? So we think this is from. We know this is from Force Unleashed.
Yeah.
He's got badass battle scarring on his helmet. I mean, he's been through. He's gotten Star Killer has killed him several times after respawn, and why are you keeping him in the box? What's the deal?
Well, because I really like the box. I like the blue and black. I mean, if I got to be honest with you here, I just like the color scheme.
Okay, so that's a good dilemma. So as a collector, the value of the toy in conjunction with good packaging makes it something, because you're someone that could go either way.
I really could.
For like me, I don't take any Black Series out. They're all going to line up. They're going to join the club, despite the packaging. Except we just saw that Rebel packaging. Man, that was good. There you go. Cover up TK 1162. But because of the packaging scheme, you're
yeah. I mean,
all right.
yeah. That's my answer for now. And maybe in the back of my mind someday, I think that maybe I might end up dumping them off onto you.
Interesting.
We'll see.
I'm going to get your sloppy Stormtrooper Commander seconds. Is that what I'm getting?
Not if he's still in the box. He has remained pure.
Good for him.
Okay. So anyway, I love this figure.
He's very cool. I think here you want to
know
know
the guns that he comes with are pretty standard Stormtrooper guns, but I think he just looks cool.
Hot take.
The
picture on the box is better than the figure.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. Do we need to zoom that in?
Yeah, here, I'll solo that. Hold on. Let it focus. Yeah, that is, I mean, I love, and who was it? It was Solo.
He's
Solo.
got the Braveheart blue stripe.
I know,
half
but
of his face.
and maybe Clone Wars came through with it, but we're not talking about like vintage Stormtrooper. Solo was the first one that showed you a dirty Stormtrooper, right? Like a battle.
Right.
Damage.
The Mimban troopers.
Yeah. And I was fascinated by that because through all the original trilogy, the Stormtroopers were pristine. White, shiny armor, just like TK 1162. Very orderly. I think they spent more time polishing their armor than they did
at the range.
Yep. Perfectly said. So I always like when you see a little, like, down in the trenches troop.
Yeah, some authentic trooper.
Things happen.
Yeah.
You're going to get your ass kicked by
even the troopers out in the Tatooine sands were pretty white.
They were pretty. Yeah, I guess you're right. They were dusty, but they weren't like,
they weren't dirty though.
Battle scarred.
Yeah.
They showed up. They didn't know how to clean their armor in the sand. And
now fast forward to the Mandalorian, that's all they are.
That's all they are.
Dirty.
It's just
it's
ratty,
funky,
which I love.
I bet the inside of their helmets.
Oh,
yes.
Smells like poodoo.
Voodoo.
All right.
All right, I got one more in the entry for take it out and play or leave it in the box.
Okay.
And I picked this up this week too. They finally came to our Target.
You know, you sent that out, and I was so proud of the fact that I had one of those bad boys just sitting there.
Imperial probe droid.
And then Target just vomited them all over.
Yeah,
the
they got like
community,
6.
which is like good for everyone.
Good for everyone
Yay.
else.
Not good for me when it comes to feeling cool. D3. What does that mean? Now we got D's?
Well, I don't know.
What does D3 mean? Someone's going to tell us.
Someone will tell us.
Now okay. I guess I have just figured out what your position on this is.
I'm taking it out.
Oh, yay! Because I'm not going to take mine out. D3. What does D3 mean? Help us, community. I can look it up on Google now myself, but
Why do that?
D3.
I
Is
wish
that
I
like
would have pre-cut this.
droid number 3? Is that
Droid 3? That's a good guess.
yeah, I don't know. So so the other one was because the packaging was so cool. Why are you taking this one out?
This actually has great packaging too. I love the Empire Strikes Back logo on it. You know, it's part of the 40th anniversary.
To be honest, I feel like the value, if from a value perspective, is greater on that probe droid than your random Force Unleashed trooper.
I guess that it speaks to the
This
rarity.
is what I
suppose.
love. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't. I want.
Well,
them
now
out.
that Target, like I said,
Well, they're not there anymore, but
of course they're not. All 9 collectors in town picked them up. What do you got down there? What do you got? A little extra.
well, it comes with a stand.
Oh, see, that's what you like.
Well, how was what?
I don't know.
Josh.
I haven't looked at him. My guy's still in his box where he belongs.
So,
Oh, don't put that noise closer to the mic. It's the noise of vacuum sealed packaging releasing your toy. I think his leg just came off.
no way, man.
Probe droid leg.
Well, the thing is, I'm sorry, this doesn't make for great audio, but
Whoa, 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 whoa. My dad never had this much trouble getting my toys out of the packaging. I'll tell
that's
you that
because
much.
our dads had pocket knives in their pockets
And cared nothing
at
for
all
the
times.
packaging.
No.
I'll burn this on the burn pile later.
Well, I'm truthfully probably not keeping the packaging for this, but
I don't agree.
that's your collector prerogative, Josh.
I am disappointed now.
Can't be
As
disappointed.
a matter of fact, give me the packaging.
What
What is going on? This is the longest. I mean, we put a barge together in less time.
That's not entirely true.
All
There's
right.
just one little leg here. That,
While you're waiting, I want to tell you a little bit about the Beyond the Blast Doors network, right? Make sure you follow, watch, subscribe. Actually, if you're watching this on YouTube, just please hit the subscribe button to the Beyond the Blast Doors network. If you're listening on a podcast, go ahead and use your powerful smartphone to go to YouTube and then do the same thing. That helps us bring you more content. Man, I'm really trying to cover right now. And
tell them about what we got coming up. Bombad's got their 50th
oh yeah, we have the Bombad Cast, which has their 50th show
slash 1 year podiversary.
Oh, I didn't know it was their 1 year. It's gonna be huge. Those boys are fun. They're gonna have a great time. They're gonna yuck it up. And you should watch that. Actually, I think they're giving away something. I made that up. And if they're not, we will give away the probe droid that Andy just opened.
What? What a great gift.
No packaging.
Okay, it's out. I'm a little sweaty.
Take it out and play.
We're gonna play with it now. But I also want to point out our show comes out every Monday. On Tuesday, Pete Fletzer and Around the Galaxy, his guest this week.
Oh,
His guest tomorrow.
Don't listen to us. Don't listen to us. I mean, if you're listening to us right now,
Keep listening.
and it's any day other than Monday, turn it off and go listen to Around the Galaxy. Because who is it?
It's our guy.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite guy. I'm not giving him to you. I don't allow it.
We can't share him on the You can have
Wednesdays
them
and every other weekend. No, Dad. Who is it?
Mark Thompson.
Mark Thompson. He's
Who's Mark Thompson,
he's
Josh?
just the best narrator for any Star Wars book that you've ever listened to. Most any Star Wars book, especially the most recent. He is fantastic, and the reason he's so fantastic is he loves Star Wars as a narrator. Sometimes these people that read the stuff they're given for Audible, are just doing their job. Mark Thompson loves Star Wars.
Loves Star Wars.
And so his interpretation of the text that is provided is like beyond awesome. So he has a lot of enthusiasm that backs it, as well as a damn good impersonation of almost every Star Wars character.
It's awesome. And it's uncanny how spot on they are. What I will say, and I think this is funny, is that Mark Thompson came onto my radar as the guy who watched Star Wars trailer and did reactions with his two boys and his wife.
Right.
And he was a guy that was just like, whoo, super excited when, the Millennium Falcon came by or, whatever. And his energy is so fun. That's how he came onto my radar. And I found out later that he was the Audible narrator for many Star Wars books. Many. And he's so good. He's so good.
His Han Solo, his Poe Dameron,
his Yoda,
even his Leia. I got to be honest. Like the way he performs, especially if you obviously know Star Wars or watched any of the movies, you can just click right in to his interpretation of the text and the voices in your head. And that is hard. I love him.
It's perfect.
I love him so much. As a matter of fact, a lot of times I listen to Audible books based on the narrator, and he's one of those guys I've followed to other genres.
Yeah.
So yeah.
There's our little commercial for Pete.
Thanks, Pete. Around the Galaxy, Mark Thompson this week.
It'll be awesome. He's such a good guy.
Amazing.
All right. Now during that.
All right. You finally got it out of the package. Jeez.
Yeah. Now it comes with a little stand. And this is reminiscent of the Probot Hoth set.
Okay.
The vintage.
It's very reminiscent.
That came with a probe droid and a gun turret.
Ooh, that's coming through clear. Put it closer. Hold on. Let me solo that.
Make me big.
There it is. Ooh.
It looks so good.
Yeah. Now, can you do your best probe droid impression for me?
Oh boy.
Come on. Want me to do it?
Yeah.
Really? You can't. You're blanking, aren't you?
I am.
You're in. I got you. It's itty bitty bat bat. Itty bitty bat. Itty bitty bat. It's terrible. Yeah. Yep. And then boom! I didn't hit him that hard, and he blew
Must
up.
have had a self-destruct.
Yep. There it is.
Okay. Yeah, you do all the lines before and after, and I'm all over it. But
there it is.
Yeah.
He's beautiful. He's beautiful.
He's really good. And this, it's a clear.
I approve of you taking him out of the package.
Yep.
Little snowscape on the bottom.
Yep. Love it. Love it, Josh.
Put him up in front of TK's. Next to Watto. Oh, he's out of the picture right now. There you go. Perfect.
There we go. All right. We got two more topics to cover here. We're at the 39-minute mark. This will be perfect. I have a personal collector dilemma, Josh, and I want you to pull up the eBay
Roger that.
listing. There are two things left on my vintage list that I have wanted to get for a long time. It's the reason why I'm selling my Funkos, because the Funkos have distracted me from actually achieving these goals. And
Funkhole.
Hashtag Funkhole. I'm still keeping about half of them, but
You're still staying funky.
it's still got a little funk. But I'm getting back to my roots. I'm finishing off what I want to get. The two items are an Ewok battle wagon.
Yep.
And a Jabba the Hutt dungeon play set that came with the three last 17 figures. There were two play sets, one that came with 3 common figures and was kind of a gray play set, And there really isn't much to the playset itself.
Right.
But the one that you see on the screen comes with the box. Box is not, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. The fact that there is a box is
That's
cool.
good enough, I
Yes.
think. Yeah.
And so my dilemma is I don't have this playset. I do have the 3 figures that it came with, though,
Okay.
because you could buy them loose or you could buy them in the set itself.
Right.
And given that I have the figures already, do I just go get the playset, or do I get the playset in its integrity, in its
Entirety.
with the figures? Now, here's something to consider. Even if I were to get them loose, right? The playset with the, not even with the box, but just the playset with the figures, we're looking at, if they're in any kind of good shape at all, $500 to $600, right? And it goes all the way up to like $1,200 if it hasn't been, $1,500 if it hasn't been opened,
Right.
or, it just goes up from there. This on eBay is $165 or best offer, but no figures. So this is my dilemma. It's one of my 2 on my list. I can get it for a lesser amount, which I'm happy about that, except it did come with 3 figures, and now I don't have those figures.
You mean in this purchase?
In the purchase. So
I got to be honest. This one's really easy for me.
okay, okay, go ahead.
Absolutely. To me,
Mhm.
as a collector, no big deal without the figures. And so, unless you feel like when somebody views your collection that your story about how it came with the original 3 figures will be more important than the actual set with the figures that you have, that's it. For me, if you piecemealed any one of these things, which came from 40 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Or, well, this is Jabba, so close to 40 years ago. I don't think that's an issue at all. I have no problem putting a set together that doesn't have the figures. So for me, I actually don't even think about it. As a matter of fact, if you were to tell me I bought the dungeon and the figures separately, I wouldn't care at all.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're saying. Now, if you want the prestige, the only way you could maintain the prestige as a collector, if that's what you're into, is if you got that unopened box with the figures in it.
Yeah.
Pay the money or not. And I don't care too much for unopened boxes of the vintage line. I prefer vintage opened with boxes along, beat up or otherwise, because to me it's more authentic.
Yeah.
An unopened box seems like somebody like us
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, exactly. Or no, an open box seems like somebody enjoyed it. An unopened box seems like someone collected it to sell later. So, or mom forgot that it was in the attic and didn't wrap it for Christmas.
For 40 years.
Yeah, for 40 years. And then you're like, good job, Mom.
Thank you, forgetful mother. All right. Well,
So
then the secondary question then to your answer is, do you think that's worth $150?
well, the thirdary question to your question is
do
you
I think
it's worth 100?
right?
And I think it
Yeah.
is. I think it is, especially if it completes
The box, the fact that it has the box and the instructions.
That's big. And I think you could probably find this for around the same price without the box, maybe $100. But the box with the instructions is a good addition. And you're going to feel pretty good when that shows up at your house.
So here's what I'm going to do
Oh, are you going to buy it live?
right now.
Well, you don't
Josh.
have your screen on. Did you share your screen?
No, I thought
Well,
we
you'll have
weren't going to do that.
You'll have your
'cause-
PayPal and everything. So I won't put it up, but you're buying it live right now.
Well, it does say make an offer, so I'm going to make an offer.
What kind of offer should we make?
I'm going to say $150. It's listed at $165, free shipping,
Okay.
and I'm going to say $150.
Are you? All right,
Let
here
me
we
do
go.
it right now.
You
Live.
heard it here first.
Live
Andy is live
bidding.
bidding on eBay for the aforementioned
I'm
Jabba
gonna,
the Hutt
And
dungeon.
I'm going to leave it there for 2 days. Let him chew on it, because it's been there almost a week.
Oh, he'll take it. You're gonna get before the pod ends. He's
no
accepting
message.
that.
No message. Just a bid.
What would you say if you sent a message?
Oh, I don't talk until they respond.
Because you're a craftsman.
Collector tip.
Collector tip.
You make an offer and you leave it there. You don't put anything, especially if you think you're getting a good deal. If you think you're getting a good deal, don't.
That's a sales tip.
Don't fudge it up by talking.
First one to talk loses in sales.
You would know better than I would.
No, apparently you know too.
Well, I just know what I know
You do.
and what I don't know. So
All right.
anyway,
well, good, cool, good,
right
good.
here.
So,
Submit offer.
so we can update you on our next pod as to whether or not Andy won that offer or the Jabba's Palace. That's cool though. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Thank you.
Mr. Moneybags over here.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. All right, last thing. And we've got, I don't know, maybe about 10 minutes or so to chew on this. But as of today's date, June,
Whenever it is on Monday.
Whatever it is on Monday would be the 13th, 12th?
Yeah.
No. 14th.
June 15th.
June 15th.
Welcome to June 15th, everyone. We're going to get used to this.
Actually, we can't even say that. We're recording it early, and there could be an announcement this weekend.
Yeah.
So as of June 11th,
As of the recording.
there hasn't been an announcement regarding Star Wars Celebration.
Right.
All we know is that there will be a San Diego Comic-Con in July,
But it's virtual.
virtually.
But that is a cool concept.
It is, and I think Disney might be just kind of wait and see and watch.
Keep
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay,
Sorry,
yeah, let me-
I got stoked about this, so keep going.
Okay. We do know that Disneyland is scheduled to reopen at the early part of July.
Okay. We do know that.
We do know that there will still be social distancing measures in place, even open. It's
Right.
not just back to business as usual. I would think there would be some restricted access. It's not just everybody can go in, but they might, because even like right now, I think of Home Depot in our town.
Yeah.
They limit one person per every 100 square feet
Right.
of space,
Right.
which Home Depot is a big place. Disneyland's even bigger. So they could still let in many, many people.
It could be your best Disneyland experience ever.
It
if
could
you
be.
get in.
It could be. But if you're not in that first group, you're going to be waiting a few hours for somebody to leave or get sick and have to leave.
Oh, no. Stop it.
No, I mean like throw up on a ride.
Oh, well, it's Disneyland.
Not like
There's
not like
one ride that can make that happen.
catch the
and that's-
corona. Yeah, we
That's
don't.
Toad's Wild Ride.
Yeah, Frog and Toad's Wild Ride.
right.
Yeah. So applying that to Star Wars Celebration, then, if they only let's say 60,000 tickets were purchased because that's how many went
Right.
to Chicago.
Right.
Okay, I know that right now 60,000 people aren't going
No.
to Celebration, even if they do have it. Okay.
Would you say half?
Let's just, for argument's sake, let's say it's 30,000
Okay.
people. So that means 30,000 people at any given time. It's maybe 18,000 at a time. Like
Right.
for at a peak time, it's 18,000. Like in the mornings is maybe less or, whatever. But let's say full throttle max capacity, what normally would have been 18,000 might have to be, and here's what I was going to do, and I totally didn't. I was going to find the actual square footage of the Anaheim Convention
right.
Center
It's pretty big.
and divide it by 100, which is 2 decimal places. You don't even have to divide it. And then that's how many people that could be in there at one time if they follow kind of like the same kind of, restrictions that we're currently going through in Washington, even though Washington, California, even LA County versus Orange County have different rules applying that they're trying to apply here.
152,000 square feet.
So that'd be 1,052.
1,500 people.
1,500 people at a time.
Right.
Now,
That seems like
that
not a
seems
lot.
like empty.
Yeah. And that does that include vendors?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm pretty sure not everyone's in
That sounds disappointing.
Not every vendor, not every autograph, celebrity is probably going to be there also.
Well, you could also think about like the blue lines through the hallways or the aisleways in between vendors. I mean, that would be depressing. So go on, because
Probably
I
have
think
to wear a mask.
I think the message is out there right now. So go on. As far as the fans feel,
So I put a poll up, and at the time of this recording, 122 people had voted, and there were many comments.
Yeah.
And it was 75% said no, I'm not going.
yeah.
Even if they have it, I'm not going.
So now you're really at like 15,000, 75%. I mean,
Yeah. So if it does happen, like I'm of the mind, I have canceled my hotel. I have not canceled my airplane.
well, your hotel you should have kept, because you can cancel that up to like 2 days before you go. Your
Well, that
airplane
also
you
makes
have
me think-
paid for.
It also makes me think I can get it back easy too.
Well, somebody's getting it, but yeah.
I know. So as you and I have never been to a celebration before, we want it to be awesome.
Yeah, I
This-
don't think it will be.
This feels like a diminished version. I don't want to say JV, but it feels like a diminished version of something that's awesome. Now, I guarantee you, even if I still went, I'd have a blast.
Sure, but you wouldn't have as much of a blast.
But you
as-
would, there's that knowing this would be even more awesome if it was regular, or
course.
if some of the people that we're Twitter friends with, if we knew that they were going but have said that they're not going.
Well, what it is instead of everyone going, trying to go, can't go, but they wanted to go, it's, are you going to go? Did you go?
Do you want to go?
Do you want to go? And you have people that aren't going, not because they can't, but because they don't want to, because I get it. It's uncomfortable. I think the issue is, and I think Reed Pop needs to just come out and make a definitive answer. The issue is people are still nervous, especially, I mean, California is not messing around with the phases, especially because, look, I was just in a restaurant, and we're in phase 2 here, and all the workers are wearing, it's just uncomfortable. I feel bad for them. I'm like, wow, I'm here. I'm social distancing from everyone at the tables, but you have to help me in this uncomfortable mask, where maybe we just stayed to the takeout thing and you wouldn't have to do that, whatever. But I don't want that. I think that's what I was getting to is everything I read briefly on Twitter about from the responses on the poll were kind of like, I'd rather it be awesome next year than forced this year, which I don't disagree with. Forced. So, can I parlay though into what I'm kind of excited about?
Okay.
So WizardCon sends out their tweet or whatever saying, we're going live too. By the way, if you want to meet these celebrities, whoever they may be, you can pay $40 and we'll hook you up on a Zoom call with them. Now I was kind of like, oh, no, hold on a second. You mean, wait, I'm waiting in line.
I get a minute conversation.
I get a minute conversation with who's Jar Jar's character?
Ahmed Best.
Ahmed Best is part of that. You can get on with Ahmed Best for $85. Now, as a pod, I feel like this is called a 1-minute interview. We will be locked and loaded, cameras rolling, and be like, what's going on, Ahmed? Boom, 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 hit him up. And we'll pay him the $85. That's like, to me, I don't know why this sounds terrible. I don't know why a Zoom call sounds more personal than in person to me, but it's because he's looking me in the eye and I'm in line. I don't know.
Right.
It seems weird.
He may not look you in the eye while he's signing this, so, all right, there you go.
That's kind of how it happens. But I'm talking about like if I don't know if it's a minute. We don't know. Maybe it's 30 seconds for $85.
Could you imagine how many people might be signing up
virtually?
For some of that?
Virtually, you're worldwide, bro.
Like,
this could be the problem with this. The biggest problem could be
not
this
enough
is
time
so
in the
much
day.
better than a real con that celebrities are like, no. Let's do the COVID thing. Let's do the Zoom thing. I push through. Like, how many minutes are in a 8-hour day?
Yeah, and then
Do the
why
math.
would a celebrity need to go to a con? They could just do
That's
it.
what
from,
I'm saying.
They could just do it from their
That's what I'm
living
saying,
room.
$85. Look, I paid $50 for my daughter to get a song sung by her by, a secondary character from Hamilton.
Right.
And she
Which was really cool.
And she cried.
Yeah. What are
It
you
cost-
gonna do
it cost me-
when Ahmed Best goes, "Hey, Josh"?
Misa not gonna cry.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's.
Muy happy to see you, Josh.
I gotta be honest. I don't know if I want $85 with Ahmed, but some people do. Actually, I would. I totally would.
We can split it.
Yeah, it's 42.
We both be in the screen.
That's
Hey,
what
what's up, man?
That's what I'm saying. A 1 minute interview.
Yeah.
Just boom. We'll
We
record
each
the hell
get
out
30
of that.
seconds.
So anyway, my mind kind of went when I was like, wow, can you imagine if even Hamill could charge $200 to get on a Zoom call with me.
500.
$350 to get on a Zoom call with me for 1 minute, me and you and my whole family, my grandma, everyone.
I'm going to retract my bid on this thing, and we're going to put it towards a Mark Hamill Zoom.
What I'm saying is this is a whole nother paradigm here. I don't know what to do with it, because when I saw that, I was like, this is actually sort of amazing, because like you already kind of alluded to, at a con, it's look down at the autograph sign and be like, how are you enjoying the con? Oh,
yeah,
good,
what'd
good,
you
good.
say to Carl Weathers?
I was like, well, I did.
Loved you and Happy Gilmore.
I did the Chubbs thing. I'm like, how's your hand? You know, he's like, oh, and he held it up. I was like, oh, he's so, I got it, man. Whatever. I mean, it's just corny crap.
All in the hips, right?
Oh, it's all in the his. But
that movie of all movies.
can you? Oh, we should call that back. We haven't called it back. But remember, Carl? He's like, when we asked him about Mandalorian, pre-Mandalorian release, he's like, you're not gonna believe it. And that's before we knew about the child.
Yeah, he said
Anything. He's like, it's the
gonna be-
best.
it's
It's
gonna
the
be big.
best project I've ever been on. I was like, what? You were Apollo Creed, man. Anyway, all right, I digress. But
Okay.
what I'm saying is this could be a new.
it's a game changer.
It's a game changer. I would
and you
take
know what? You know what was supposed to happen this weekend?
what?
SummerCon.
SummerCon, right?
SummerCon, just
Up
outside
in
of Seattle.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
It
Nothing's
didn't.
happening in Seattle right
I know,
now.
but Wizard, I'm so impressed by the genius of some of these
con people,
con
men, and women.
and women, because I actually would be, and geeks and nerds, introverts at home,
Yeah, they're
like us.
I don't even
They're
have
like-
to leave
they're
my
like-
basement.
They're like, man, I will sign up. I'll get in line. I'll stay there all morning. I'll finish my freaking cosplay. Yeah, I'll dress up. I'll make sure my set's good. Everything in the background's nice.
Nobody will know it's
And
me.
boom, Ahmed Best. Like 1 minute of just locked silence.
Just 60 seconds of eye-to-eye contact.
Misa, love you. But I don't know, man. I
Okay,
don't know.
so Josh, what's our stance right now? There hasn't been an announcement. Are we going?
Maybe.
Are we still wait and see?
We're still in maybe.
Okay.
We're still in maybe. I might still go and just partake in a Disneyland that has 10% of the top population.
Not. I think it'd be great to go to Disneyland.
I have to see
Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge. That's what I was trying to say. I don't
I
know.
think with diminished numbers, it would be great to go to Disneyland. But to go to Star Wars Celebration, I think it would be not as cool.
No.
now-
I don't. I will say this. I don't want Celebration to happen in August. I don't. Unless all of a sudden.
So here's what I want from Disney. Here's what I want from StarWarsCelebration.com.
Okay.
Because
Read pop.
here's what I need. I need an announcement of we're doing it, we're postponing it, or we're just canceling it altogether this, for the foreseeable future.
Like
Okay?
now.
Yes, I want it this weekend.
Yep.
Actually, I want it on Father's Day.
I think
that's
you're
what
go-
I want it.
I think
want
you're
it
gonna
on
get
Father's
it.
Day.
I think you're gonna get it.
Preston, I want it on Father's Day. And here's if they decide to do it, I want to know everybody that's going to be there. I want to know celebrities.
Yeah.
I want to know the
Can
rundown.
you imagine if they kind of do it, but they don't tell anybody,
I want
and then
panels.
but they only tell you and me, and then we get to show up and just
Oh my gosh.
Just run it. We're like first in line for the Hasbro.
We're only in
All
line.
panels.
We
We're
get
like,
we get
hey,
all the
sorry,
giveaways.
Hamill, we got to leave because panel 2 is opening up. And
We get all the giveaways.
Yeah.
We're front row for every panel.
So
I
what
want to
we-
know panels too, because if they're
we're panels.
when we're a panel for the podcast for the podcast stage, hey, nobody.
That's we're gonna get the call. We're like, hey, we heard you guys' show.
We
We see you have 1,162 followers on Twitter.
we've asked 3,500 other podcasts, and they all said they weren't coming. So how would you like to host it?
Yes.
Yes, please. We even if it's just
empty
for
room.
just for
Same as here.
for Courtney and Nicole
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And Preston.
and Preston. He'll be there.
Perfect.
He'll be there.
All right.
All right.
Well, so yeah, I agree
That's
with
it.
you. I want
it by Father's Day. Star Wars. Come
I want
on,
the
Disney.
answer, but I got to be honest. I want the answer to be next year. I'm sorry. I just want people.
What if it was February?
Absolutely. I want it.
January.
Well, who?
You want it outside of flu season, don't
I
you?
got to be honest. I want to see what happens September, October with this pandemic thing and see if it's something we really need to worry about again. Just put it to next August.
A whole year?
If it's right. I'm sorry.
Come on, Josh.
Sorry. If it's right.
All right. Thanks for watching the Holocaust.
That's the bummerest ending we've ever had. But just remember, we could have 1-minute Zoom calls purchasable with your favorite celebrities. Go check out WizardCon. It's happening. Ahmed Best is on WizardCon. You can buy it for $85 and talk to him. And then probably record it if you wanted to.
What if
I
it's
don't know
like-
if they
what
have
it's
rules
like-
against
what
that.
if it's
But
like 15 seconds?
I'd do that too.
Okay.
For $85, if he's like, Misa love Josh most, I'd be like, over $85, well spent. I spent more on a bad Watto impression. That's how much I paid you. It was $85. I'm just kidding. That's a good Watto impression. Take us out with a good Watto. Where can they find us, Watto? Where can they find us?
They know where they can find us. Come on, focus up.
There it
It's
is.
such a good little
He is a
pop.
good little guy.
Good little pop.
All right. Thanks for listening to the Holo Chronicles. Come on. I told you to do Watto. Where can they find us, Watto?
Hey, you can find us at beyondtheblastdoors.com.
You locked up.
I hate being on the
You
spot.
locked up.
It's
You
gotta,
locked
if
up.
it's not organic,
If it's
there's
not
dust in the room, and
if it's not just a
I
straight.
haven't seen
Hey, Watto!
for like a month.
You can find us at the Holo Chronicles.
You're the voice guy.
I love you, Andy.
You get paid for it.
No, I don't.
You're a voice actor on short stories.
I didn't get paid. All right.
You get
Thanks for
props.
following us, listening to us. Follow us at Holo Chronicles on Twitter and Instagram. You can find us on YouTube at Beyond the Blast Doors. That's where our next pod will drop. And remember, Show Me Your Collection is going to come out on Mondays now. We love you.
Good reminder.
Don't worry about it. They'll still be there.
Hashtag Palpatine.
Hashtag Palpatine.
Mace lives.
Mace lives.